Okay, so now you have your storyboards and you have your images. Now we're going to take a look at our folder. It's really important when you're looking at your folder that all of your names and the information, the way you save things is very deliberate. So for starters, we said there should absolutely be no spaces anywhere in any file when you're building web pages. Remember that this folder is all important. Every single thing that you do has to happen in this folder. Your website is a package. Every page, every picture has to go inside the folder or you're going to lose data. Your stuff won't work. So, the name of my folder says All About Me website, but you'll see that there's underscores. That's good. Every single image that I have in here, stuff that I saved from Cool Text, and pictures that I brought in. Let me make this bigger so you can see. There's no spaces. The names correspond with what the thing actually is on all of them. I included a picture of my storyboard. You guys don't have to do this, but later on I'll show you how to scan those things in or use Photoshop. Go through and look at all of our pictures. Everything has an appropriate name. The buttons are all called buttons. See, this is a button. It says Pets Button. All of the buttons have that. This is a simple site. You'll only have a few pictures and images in yours, but once you start to build complex websites, you could have up to 100, maybe more images, not to mention all the files. So it's really important that you save stuff appropriately or you will be scrambling trying to find things. Okay, so now I'm opening Dreamweaver. We're going to be working in the design view today. So go up to Create New HTML. The only bar that you're going to need is your Properties bar. So if it's not showing, go to Window. Make sure that you click on Properties. Okay, so today we're going to start by building a table. If you notice, when you're doing this, it helps to have your storyboard out. Only because you need to build your stuff as close as possible to the way your storyboard looks, so that your finished product is similar to what you had envisioned. So this storyboard, by looking at it, I can tell that I need one long row here. I need to do something to keep these things in line, to keep this above the text, but to put pictures next to the text. Remember when you were doing HTML code, the stuff that you would type wouldn't line up. Each thing happened on a brand new line because we didn't know how to make things line up neatly like this. Well, this is where tables come in. So looking at this storyboard, I know automatically I need 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 4 rows. But what about columns? Tables are made up of rows and columns. Columns go up and down, rows go across. Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons. And then over here my body has 1, 2, 3 potential columns. So the biggest number wins. We're going to take 5 columns by 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. 5 columns, 4 rows. So we're going to go to Insert, Table, 5 columns. That's right. Let's do 4 rows. Now, a standard basic typical website is 800 by 600. So we're going to make our table width 800 pixels. You can go slightly smaller if you want, but I wouldn't go bigger than 800. Border thickness, that's how chunky the outline of the border is. Cell padding and cell spacing will tell you how much space is above and below each cell and to the left and to the right of each cell. 2 is a pretty good number. It keeps things from being jumbled and on top of each other. So let's go ahead and build a table like this. Now, yours may be different depending on how your storyboard looks, but for this example, because my storyboard looked that way, we're going to do 4 by 5. Okay, there's my table. Doesn't really look a whole lot like my storyboard yet, but it will. So, I need this long space to put my banner. What I'm going to do is click and highlight the top row. Then I'm going to control click while it's highlighted and this menu pops up. Go to Table and hover, and then go to Merge Cells. What Merge Cells does is it turns these 5 columns into one big cell. So in this cell is where I'll put my banner. Okay, so there's that. Now, there's the 5 holes, the 5 cells for my 5 buttons. Good. Now, I need 1 cell for that next picture. This picture right here. Not really sure how big I want that picture to be, but I'm pretty sure that I have a couple that are pretty large. So I'm going to go ahead and merge this entire row, just like I did the very top one. So I selected all of them, Control click, Table, Merge Cells. Good. Now I have a space for this. On the other pages, not the home page, but the others, there'll be a banner, a heading right here. So since they're one on top of another, this one spot should work. Now let's look at the bottom. Here I have a big chunk of text and a picture on each side. That really is only 3 columns. But here I have 5. So what I would do is just pick these middle 3, Control click, Table, and Merge Cells. That way I can stick a picture here and here. To make it clear, I'll type it for you. So this is where my banner would go. Button. Okay, now notice how when I finish typing the word button, all the cells slid over. Don't freak out, that's normal. After you finish, you can adjust all of these column and cell widths and heights. It tries to do it for you. Sometimes it works out great, sometimes it doesn't, but you can always slide stuff around. See, it's not a big deal. Okay, then on this one, I would put page heading, main picture, small picture. This is where the main body text would go, and small picture. Alright, this looks terrible, but this is basically the layout for your page. So, I'm gonna stop the video recording and let you get your table laid out, and then we'll come back and we'll insert all of our stuff and we'll make a template. A template will make your life so much easier, because once you have saved like a template or a shell, you don't have to do this process for every page. You'll just open it up and stick in the guts, because your banner will be the same on every page, your buttons will be the same on every page, and the only thing that you'll have to change are the last 2 rows. Pretty easy, right? Okay, so I'm going to let you take a look at your storyboard, figure out what size you're going to need, insert your table, watch this video a couple times if you have to, and then we'll go to the next step.